Hello, people, and welcome back to another episode of what is still spin gaming, but could be changing in the near future. I want to talk about a topic I've been thinking about. Actually, just popped in my head a little bit ago, and it's the question: is Warframe the best free MMORPG on the market or on the internet today? If you calculate everything together, is it? And that's what I'm going to title the video: Warframe, greatest MMO of all time? Question mark. But I think it can be, but you have to break it down into different categories, right? So, greatest free MMORPG on the internet right now of all time? No. But on the internet right now, free. Okay. So there's a couple of different things you can think about. That's what I think about. Graphics wise, I think it has a chance at being like top game on the internet right now, graphics wise, because the graphics just they look amazing. I know it's a spacey uh, kind of setting, and just everything looks more space and more futuristic than anything really I can think of. And I believe that if maybe DE was to go and do like, I don't know, if they was to team up with like the people who made Dead Space or something, and then you put like these graphics into like a Dead Space game and make like the creatures more scary and stuff, Dead Space would be a badass game, a hard one to fight with. But the categories I want to think about RPG, and this game is weird RPG wise, because you think if I think about RPG, I think about all the old or all the new, all the Final Fantasy games, right? You play as your character, or however, whatever. Play as your character, you fight battles or you fight enemies. Your character gets level ups. As your level goes up, your health, your spirit, your mana or magic or whatever, strength, or I said health. Everything goes up by like 5 points or so often. Like Diablo, 1, 2, 3. When you level up, you get 5 points that you get to put into attribute points, strength, dexterity, vitality, and energy, stuff like that. And that stuff goes up. You also get a skill point available to use a skill. That's what's weird about this game, is it's not technically leveling up. First of all, you have a mastery rank level, which whenever you level up in the mastery rank, you don't really get anything unlocked. Okay? Not like you don't get any new abilities when you mastery rank, you don't get any new weapons, technically. When you do mastery rank level up to a certain point, it unlocks weapons and gear. Not for you to use, but you can then craft it. Like I have let's go see it. And I still can't make it. The War, right? It's mastery locked for me. I think it is mastery rank 12, which is like the next one that I can do. It just takes forever for you to level up. But I can't even craft this weapon to have it in my inventory until I'm the mastery rank to do it, which is 12, I believe. Everybody says get to mastery rank 12 as fast as you can to make this game worthwhile. So, when you mastery rank level up, you don't unlock any new abilities, you don't unlock any new weapons, you unlock weapons and armor that you can craft if you have the blueprint for it. Okay? That's how the mastery rank works. And you gotta do little missions to mastery rank. But, to me, the Warframes, the guns, the Sentinels, or whatever they're called, all are like gear. Like your loadout is your gear. You have Warframes, you have your primary weapon, you have your secondary weapon, you have your melee weapon, you have your companion, and you have your companion's weapon. These all to me seem like gear. That's how I want to explain it. That's how I think of it. And yes, you get to rank all of your gear up to level 30. Every time you switch to a new piece of gear, you have to rank it up again to level 30. And yes, you can upgrade it and add on these mods to it to make it better, to make things work better, to make your, you know, like armor agility makes your sprint speed faster, makes you have more armor. Redirection makes your shield capacity go way up. It's different things like that. So in the thought of it being a normal RPG, like MMORPG, you think of WoW, World of Warcraft. It's not free, so we're not talking about it in this section, but that's how you think about it. You have a character, you start out at level 1, you go kill shit and do quests to level up. You get better gear. The gear, you know, might have a level cap on it or whatever. You have to be level 12 to use this gear. Fine, same thing. This game is different, so you can. It's going to be RPG, of course, but you could also think of it as different ways. You know, it could be a different type. Like it could be action adventure, because it's not an open world game. That's another category I want to classify it into. It's an MMORPG, but it's level based, as in you have different levels you go to, right? It's not an open world. If this game was open world, it'd be cool as shit. I don't know why, but it would add so much difference to it. It would, I don't know. Farming would be more fun. I don't think I would get as bored of it, really. But this game's level based. You're in your ship, which is technically the place where you start, where you're always going to be is your ship. So that made your starting place. And then you get this star map that, if you look at it from like a coding standpoint, they coded all these little tiny levels with probably a lot of repetitiveness on each map. They have like certain levels are snow, certain levels are not. But like you start here, and then each one of these little dots is a level, and different levels are different types of mode types, I guess. You know, interception, spy, capture, interception again. There's a assassination. There's a survival mission, defense missions, mobile defense missions, sabotage, exterminate, etc., etc. So it's level based. And so it's still technically, but it could be action adventure, right? Because when you level up, you don't get new abilities. You get new abilities if you level your gear, which is your Warframe. You get new ability, but it's only those 4 abilities that you know you're going to get, right? Like eventually, if they was to take this game, add a couple of things into it. If they were to add like make your ship be not your ship. Make your ship be an open world where you can run around and do whatever you want to do, and you see everybody there like it's a city or something like that. But you can also run out the door and go out into the wild or whatever you want to do and farm out there to different places. Or you could use like a teleporter, right? A teleporter and go to different levels, like go to the star map. If you wanted to teleport and go into the star map, you know, you could do that. But I think open world it'd be a hard thing for them to do, because that would be like a lot of level design and a lot of world design to do that. But I think it would add a whole lot. I mean, because you'd have to make, as fast as these characters move, you would have to make the open world so huge for them not to be able to just sprint and jump across the whole entire world within, you know, like seconds or minutes. You'd have to make it enormous. Also, if they were to change Warframes, right? I know that they've put a lot of time into making individual Warframes, like Trinity Prime is Trinity Prime. She has her 4 abilities, and she doesn't get any other 4 abilities. That's her 4 abilities. If you want different abilities, you have to go with a different Warframe. Whether you like that Warframe or not, you hate the name, you hate the way they look, whatever, you have to go with that Warframe because you like their abilities. If there was a way to like make a Warframe customization to the point where you could make your own Warframe, right? And then you could pick a different set of 4 abilities. Like you could pick each individual ability out of, like, I don't want to say you could pick any of the abilities for 4 abilities, because you'd pick the most OP ones for all 4 abilities. You know, that's what you would do. That way you could survive and you could annihilate everything no matter what. I'm not saying that. Like, make a bunch of abilities like the level 1 ability, the first ability, and then make a bunch of like certain types of abilities for the second ability, and then make a certain different type for the third abilities. Do like the first ability has to be like a heal. The second ability has to be like a, I don't know, an armor or a survivability or a CC or something like that. And make like the third ability be like a damage ability, and then make the fourth ability like a super damage ability. Like, and you have to collect a bunch of energy to get that fourth one. I think this game could have went a completely different route and still been amazing if those 2 things were added. You could have made like super amazing customization to one single Warframe, and then you could pick your own abilities, or you could like take the abilities that you picked from and you leveled them up, and then you could switch them out, you know, and just kind of like obtain new abilities like you would obtain Warframes. And if you wanted to change your ability depending on what map or where you were going to farm for, you could do that. Kind of like respecing in a normal RPG, or like Diablo or WoW or PSO or anything like that. You could respec. I think that would be really cool. So, like I said, this game could have went a completely different way, but it didn't. It's level based. It is a very great game. It is. Going to my third category on this game. It's not pay to win, right? It's not pay to win. There is ways around it, saying that it could be, but to me it's not. If you wanted to jump into this game and go straight through the game without paying for anything, you can do that. You can get up to being on the same level as the people who put a whole bunch of money into it to get platinum, and to buy bundles and all these weapons and other things. You can do that if you want to, but you could still be on the same level as these people. Oh, prime time. But like I said, it's not pay to win. Like, look at the marketplace. In the marketplace, see, they come out with a new Prime access pack every so often. So instead of you can come here and use the in-game currency, or not in-game currency, but the platinum that you get in-game to buy the Necros Prime pack if you wanted to. Or if you want to do it the free way and not pay for anything, you can go and you can farm relics, and then you can do the relic missions until you unlock all 4 pieces, and then you turn those 4 pieces into Necros Prime. Yes, the Necros Prime pack comes with 3 or 4, no, let's not do that. Yes, the Necros Prime pack comes with like 3 or 4 different things. It might come with the Sancti Tigress, it looks like it does, and the Guillotine Prime, but you can still take your time and make this game last longer, be more enjoyable, and make the farming worth something if you wanted to go the whole free route. Also, going the whole free route, you can go farm your relics, right? Every time you do a relic mission, you get a prime blueprint of sort, is the pieces for the blueprint, or the blueprint itself, or the blueprint to make the pieces. And you can take those blueprints, you can go into the trade chat, which is just, you know, press T and go to this one here. Trading is done at the dojo. It's the trade chat. People post in trade chat constantly. Look how it just flows through, want to sell, want to buy constantly. You can go to Warframe.market. It's a website that people post certain Prime items and Prime junk and everything on all the time. Hold on a second. Get that off there. All right. And you can go in there and say, yeah, I want that. They'll stop it. You go in game and, trade it or buy it or whatever you need to do. You can do that. And that's how you can make free platinum. Because people are going to, no matter what, people aren't going to have time to do all this stuff. I don't have time to do all this stuff. But I play the game because I like it. I enjoy it. It's my, my free time. That's what I do. So you can play it completely free. You can sell your Prime blueprints or your Prime parts for actual platinum in-game. You can take that platinum. You can go buy more Warframe slots. You can go buy more gun slots. So like, if you... I can't move my mouse. Okay. If you go into here, you can have... See how these are all like buy... You have to buy open slots to make sure you have enough slots to put a gun that you just got or you wanted to buy, or you can use the platinum to just straight up buy the gun without having to get the blueprints, make the pieces for the blueprint, and then wait like a day or two for the blueprint to finish. You can also use platinum to, if you get the blueprint and the pieces, if you want to, you go ahead and start crafting it. You can use platinum. It's like 25 to 50 or 75 depending on what you're making. Use that platinum to hurry that piece or that blueprint up to be finished crafted. So there, yeah, if you put money in this game to get platinum and they give you discounts on platinum and stuff, of course they have to make money somehow. So there's always the platinum and stuff that they're going to be people using. That's how DE is going to be making money no matter what. That, ads, and different thing else. There's no ads in game, so that's always good. They make their money in different ways. So it's not free to play, or it's not pay to play. I'm sorry, it's not pay to play. So you can do all that the free way, and you can get on the same level that anybody else has been on. So I ask again, and I want everybody to, kind of like what Philip DeFranco asked, I want everybody to message in the comments and say what you think is the best free to play, like free, no, like permanently free, don't have to pay anything, MMORPG right now. I mean, you could say like Diablo and stuff, but you have to pay for the game of Diablo, and then it's free to play after that. So you still have to pay for the game. Warframe, you don't. You just go on Steam and you download Warframe, you start playing. You don't pay for your account, you don't pay for nothing. And I mean, a lot of stuff is it's hard to go by. A lot of them that you can pick up, like Terra and stuff like that. Star Wars, The Old Republic, which is a great game, but if you don't pay for the subscription on Star Wars, you don't get all the stuff. Like, you have to wait longer in the game before you get like Sprint. You have to wait longer in the game to, you don't get like stash tabs and stuff like that to put all your, to hide your gear in and keep, if you wanted to do that. Kind of like Skyrim, you can take your gear somewhere and store it. In Star Wars, they make you could either subscribe or you can pay for certain things. You can get the cartel points by paying real money, and you can buy pretty much anything you want to, not to win, but to be the best in the game if you wanted to. If you wanted to just put $100,000 into that game, you can get all the greatest stuff right away. This game, yes, you get all the greatest stuff, but you still have to level up that stuff. You still have to put formulas on it. You can still have to find the mods to put mods on it to make it better. You can buy mods, sure, but it still would take you a lot longer than any other the other games would. And like I said, if you want to put comments on this and let me know what you think the greatest free-to-play, all-time free-to-play MMORPG is right now on the internet, please let me know. I'd love to hear your opinion on it. I think this one can be. I think there's a lot of different categories and a lot of things we need to think about that would kind of do that to it, and I would love to like revamp it and have everybody comment on what they say, and then I'll make a new video that we could put a couple of different games that you all think would be, kind of in the running for it, and maybe make a straw poll or something later on if that's what needs to be done. But let me know, and you guys have a wonderful day.